Okay, what's going on, beautiful people? I apologize if you guys can hear my dog in the back, because he's mad because he's in the crate. But he's a child, so it is what it is. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I came out to my job. See, this story, it consists of me being absolutely young and not aware of what exactly I should have been doing or I should have done ahead of time to like my boss and stuff like that. But you learn these things, you learn. So basically, as you know, well, you wouldn't know, I began working when I was roughly like 14, 15, I want to say 15, and I'm a math literacy worker for younger kids, and I was working with the job for at least a month. I had to get all my paperwork through, which was kind of difficult because it was under my birth name, right? So I put everything through. I had written everything, cool, bam, whatever. So I had missed that processing date, so I had to wait for the next week, next 2 weeks or so. So when that next 2 weeks finally came, so it's been a month, so my bread was stacking up. I was like, bet, I'm gonna get all this money, ba-da-da-da. So my boss comes to us meaning me and my coworkers that had also started at the same exact time. And they're opening their checks and it's hundreds, like it is fat. Especially for a young kid, it was fat, like fat. So I was like, okay, waiting to get my check. Next thing you know, he's like, yeah, you couldn't find your check. I was like, you don't even know how heated I was. Literally, I was like this. What? He was like, yeah, I went to the office and I didn't see your check. I was looking for your name, this and that. And for me, I was thinking, what? Like, what do you mean you can't find my check? Like, I literally just worked a whole month every day after school, working with some baby kids, and you telling me that I don't have the money I deserve. So then I was like, you know what? We're taking this trip. We're going to the office. I'm going with you. I did not, nothing occurred to me that it was because of my paperwork, right? So I'm in the car with him. We're riding, going all the way to the office, and it's not a close drive because it's not in Boston. It's not like in Boston. I mean, it's Boston, but it's not Boston. You know, it's like that greater Boston kind of thing. Whatever. So we're driving, and there's mad traffic. So then he's calling up his boss, and his boss is like, I don't know what's good. You should call the person that works with the money, blah, blah, blah. So then we call her up, and she was like, I'm looking through the checks right now, and I don't see his name. And then I started thinking, I'm like, wait a second. Maybe, I'm saying this to myself, I'm like, maybe it's under my birth name. So I was like, yo, so-and-so, check if they see this name. And he was like, do you see this name? Blah, 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 blah. And she was like, yeah. And he was like, yo, dude, did you like fill out the paperwork under your sister's name or something? And I was like, nah, that would be my name. That's my birth name. He's like, I don't follow. I was like, I'm transgender, female to male. So like, that's my real name. He was just like, should have said that. And he just like ruffled up my hair. At the time I didn't have waves, but I had curls, so like my curls was frizzed up, and I was just like, okay. And then it was at that moment where I realized this is something you probably want to mention ahead of time. Maybe he would have guided me to say or to write the name I was identifying as, or just wouldn't have to deal with the whole check confusion thing. And then he had to call up his boss, and this is like all nerve-wracking in the moment because I'm just like, low-key gotta tell him. And then his boss was like, Yeah, so then we go to get my check. I look at my check. It's fat. We happy. But then what I didn't realize is I didn't have a bank account, right? So I had to go to one of the cash and check-in places. So I'm over here trying to, give them my check so I can get the cash. And then they were just like, sir, this says nigga. That's you don't look like one. And yo, you don't understand, because outside that cash and check, there is crackheads. There's crackheads and more crackheads, and they get mad when you take too long. So then I was just like, that's my birth name. With the little Batman, that's my birth name. And then everyone behind me was just like, yo, hurry up. Like, what's the wait? And then they were just like, say that louder, sir. And I was like, that is my birth name. And they were like, I don't follow. Because like a lot of them, all of them speak Spanish. All they speak is Spanish. So then I had to say it in Spanish. And they were just like, we don't follow. I was basically waiting an extra hour or so just to get some money. And they had to refer me to like the manager. The manager didn't understand what was happening. So then someone above that manager or whatever, we were sitting here trying to deal with all of this. And then they had to take my picture and stuff like that. And associate my face with the name and things like that. All in all, what I learned from the experience is just put a little notice out there if you're gonna maybe transition. So learn from my mistakes. And if you're not transgender, enjoy this. Enjoy that you don't have to go through this, because it's something else. Especially when them crackies get mad at you for taking so long. It's something else. Because they'll start to like get closer and like walk with their little walk and be like, yo man. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you live in Boston or if you know some crackies. I'm not saying like y'all know some crackies, like y'all FaceTiming or calling them or whatever, but you get it. Yeah. So that was just a quick story time about how I came out to my boss, my job, and all that. Everyone else, my coworkers, they pretty much knew, except for like the ones that have been working there before us. They pretty much just found out like along the way. I mean, I like to keep things nonchalant when it comes to stuff like that. So then like I'm not gonna explicitly tell y'all, but y'all gonna find out. Like maybe one day I'm gonna boast out and be like, this happened to me. Like I just got my name changed, and they gonna be like, huh? And I'm gonna act like, oh, y'all should have been known, like something like that. That's how I play the game. Yeah, so I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.